You're absolutely right.
Potable
the
water
numbers
on the
speak for themselves, and they are
something like Swachh Bharat Mission. I'm sorry, the media has never been able to estimate or to get an idea of the real importance of something like Swachh Bharat Mission, what it means to have toilets in the villages, and the impact it has had on public health expenditure, both of the state and of the individual. Media has not had the sense to estimate, or the ability to estimate, or the interest to estimate the impact which Ujjwala has had on rural women and the girl child. So these are transformational changes.
Right.
The economy will keep on going up, coming down. Today, the national economy is not an isolated organism that is not infected by what's happening around in the world.
I understand that, Mr. Gupta. Let me bring in three other people who haven't had a chance to speak. We don't have much time. Mr. Iyer, you go first.
Well, just we heard the Prime Minister himself acknowledge that, things are not done yet. He himself said we have to speed up. And the fact that we have provided a stable government and people have renewed their faith and given mandate to us repeatedly is an indication that we are in the right direction. Our goals are achievable. Our dreams can be realized. And that we have to increase the scope, the speed, the skill. I mean, nowhere, as the Prime Minister said, we have done everything. In fact, today's address, I would say, is his own realistic assessment of what has been achieved and what more needs to be done. There are certainly, areas like education. There are certain areas of social services, certain areas of more probity, dealing with corruption at the lowest level to the highest level. These are areas one can see where the people are expecting that only the Prime Minister can deliver on this. Because he says that people's sankalp, the people's sankalp is, their hope has turned into a resolve. And that resolve is that we have to do that job.
Right.
So in a sense, today when he was addressing all the India chief ministers, he has in fact set forth that we look back to see how far we have come, but
let's
do have a long way to
stock
go.
And get going. You're right. Dr. Ranganathan?
Good evening, Pranesh, and good evening to my fellow panelists. What a lovely discussion we're having. I want to make very briefly 2 points because my good friend Amitabh Ji still hasn't spoken. I apologize for that. Look, there is absolutely no doubt that India under Modi has made spectacular, even stunning progress in the last 12 years. Last night, I narrated all the data points. There are about 20 of them. Some of them are so stunning that you are left wondering what on earth were the Indian governments previous to Modi were doing. Many of them look stunning because the bar was so low. For example, why did it need Modi to build 100 million toilets? What were Indians doing before 2014? Why did it need Modi to build 120 million tap water connections? What was the Congress doing before that? So many of the achievements look spectacular simply because the Congress did not deliver on what it should have delivered. So let's get that out of the way. And I think it's a bit disingenuous when we say that Modi's greatest achievement is to have made BJP what it is. That's a personal achievement of BJP. That's not the greatest achievement. The greatest achievement comes when you achieve something for the country. And Modi has truly achieved a lot of things for the country. I narrated most of them yesterday. But today I want to say this, and please give me a minute because it's very important. Modi has achieved so much by keeping to half of his promises. Can you imagine what India would have achieved had Modi fulfilled all of his promises? I'm not talking about what I want from Modi. Let me in the next 30 seconds tell you what Modi himself wanted. For example, 3 times Modi has said a government has no business to be in business. But right now, under the Modi government is running more businesses than even the Congress government was. We have 1,830 public sector units. 400 of them are non-functional. Every year, 21% of our annual allocated budget goes in propping up the 6 PSUs. That's point number 1. Point number 2 was when Modi said, I want maximum governance, minimum government. It's exactly the opposite that has happened. So Modi has not kept his own promise. The third promise, he said, I want reform. Unfortunately, nobody can tell Modi how wrong he is. The greatest reform that he brought in independent India, farm laws, he had to take back. Can you imagine what India would have been catapulted to a middle-income economy?
Well, Dr. Ranganathan, it also tells you that as Prime Minister is receptive, receptive to the sentiment, the feedback on the ground. And, maybe with some tweets or when the time is right, that will see the light of the day. Mr.